Growing up in Fort Frances, his future university football star and Grey Cup winning CFL player demonstrated his athletic talents early on. After seeing the way in which he performed his agility run, Fort Frances High School football coach Jack Hedman knew he possessed something special and encouraged him to try out for the team. And from that point on, according to his mom, Jeff lived and breathed football, a sport his father Glenn had also excelled at. His small size and quick speed made the perfect combination for a running and defensive back. Possessing what his coach described as an outstanding attitude and fearless approach to the game, he was a force to be reckoned with. The Muskies enjoyed great success during his time, claiming the 1978 and 1979 Norwassa senior football titles. Upon graduation, he decided to use his talents to pursue a university education. With both his parents having roots in the Hamilton area, McMaster provided the perfect opportunity for family support while at the same time offering a solid football program. And as it turned out, Mac and Treff, as he became to be known, were a perfect fit. Sporting number 32 for the Maroon and Grey, Jeff became one of the Marauders' star defensive backs and punt returners, leading the league in interceptions, punt returns, and kickoff returns. And named the Rookie of the Year, he garnered the team's 1981 MVP honors and was a three-time OUA All-Star and also named an All-Canadian. While Mac's opponents tried their best to shut him down by matching him against much larger players, it didn't seem to matter to the talented and determined star. One game against Waterloo, the 5'8", 175-pound cornerback was assigned a 6'4", 210-pound wide receiver. Not only did he allow him to catch only 4 passes, he also made 2 interceptions and set up 2 touchdowns, contributing to Mac's 29-0 victory. In 2001, when McMaster selected 24 players to make up their greatest ever football team, he made it on to the Team of the Century as a defensive back and also entered their Hall of Fame that same year. Selected in the 8th round by the Edmonton Eskimos in 1984, he headed west to try to earn a spot on the team's starting roster, and that was a big challenge for a first-round pick, let alone one from the 8th round. One of the last to be cut at training camp, he came back on a 21-day trial and proved that he belonged in the pro ranks, being described by Bud Riley, who was serving as the Eskies defensive coordinator, as an aggressive, hard-nosed kid. Following his 2 seasons with the Eskimos, he suited up for the Alouettes for the start of 1986. He led the CFL with 46 kickoff returns for 964 yards. His efforts saw him named in the 1986 CFL Eastern Conference Specialty All-Stars. Having established himself as a strong contributor to the Owls lineup, he was pretty disappointed to find himself without a team as the Owls folded just before the start of 1987. Picked up by Winnipeg in the dispersal draft, he played 9 games with the Bombers before moving back to Hamilton to join the Tiger Cats lineup, where he finished off 1987. In March of 1988, Jeff was picked up by the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the equalization draft and gave the club the experience they were looking for in their defensive backfield. It was during his 4 years with the club that the Riders began to make a move up the standings. Taking to the field for the full 1988 season, he helped the team reach the playoffs for the first time in 12 years. Although sidelined by injuries for most of 1989, the team went all the way, winning the Grey Cup for the first time since 1966 and cementing a spot for the kid from Fort Frances in Rider Nation and CFL history. After 2 more seasons with the Riders, Jeff decided to retire from the pro ranks in 1991. Settling into a life after football, he's the proud father of 4 and continues to serve as a longtime member of the Winnipeg Fire Department, remaining involved in the sport of football as a member of the CFL alumni and lifelong fan.